What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. We finna dive into that Minnesota Lynx game. Christie sides broke our silence about the minor. Caitlin Clark is taking responsibility for those turnovers. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Of us thought that when the Indiana Fever went on that 5-game winning streak, we weren't going to see no more bad coaching from Christie sides, bro. That was not the case because last night it showed yet again why everybody hated Christie sides at the start of the season. Now, I'm not one to kick somebody when they're down, but hell, they had just won 5 games in a row, bro. Somebody got to take responsibility for this. Christie sides just won Coach of the Month for the month of August. And it's crazy coming off winning that. This is what you display on the defensive side of the ball. The Minnesota Lynx made it rain from 3 in that damn fourth quarter. They went on a 29-12 run to close out the third. Where do the defensive responsibility come in at as a coach? Knowing what players to put out there, knowing how to set up different schemes to stop these teams from going on these runs. It seemed like she had it all figured out a few weeks ago, but now, since we're getting close to the playoffs, I don't know if it's the pressure, I don't know what the situation may be, but it is not looking good going into the playoffs with this type of defense that has been displayed for the Indiana Fever. Now, I know a lot of y'all might say it's just one game. The ref might have played a factor. Fact of the matter is, bro, you got to draw up something to stop these teams, especially in the fourth quarter, from raining threes. It didn't matter who had the ball. The whole Minnesota Lynx basketball team unloaded on the Fever in that fourth quarter. You cannot shy away from that. Now, Caitlin Clark did have major turnover issues, and she did speak about them in her press conference as well. Let's check out what Caitlin Clark had to say right now.
I think it starts defensively. I think get a stop. It's going to be hard to win a game when they outscore you by 17 points in a quarter. It's impressive that we got it back to 1 point. And honestly, I thought we played really good in the fourth. And my turnover in transition is what I felt like really kind of ended the momentum for us. I think it was 78-77. I got blocked with over running in transition and honestly made just a really bad read. I thought the girl was going to come over. She never ended up coming over. So I think defensively is where it has to start. Our first quarter defense was really good. Every quarter besides that was Third quarter was bad. So I think just continues to get better. But we had moments, especially to begin the fourth quarter too, that were a lot better than the other two.
Christie.
That was Caitlin Clark taking responsibility for that fourth quarter. Guys, she did have a lot of turnovers. It is what it is, man. Some people can blame it on the referees, like I stated before. At the end of the day, Christie side's got to take responsibility for this L. Now, this is the type of situation that I was afraid of. As we get close to the playoffs, I don't want to see the old Christie sides that we seen at the beginning of the year. We need not see that Christie sides, bro. We need to see the new and improved 5-game winning Christie sides. I don't want to see the Christie side we seen that we went 1-8 with, bro, because if she go down that rabbit hole, these playoffs is going to be over very, 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 very quickly. With all that being said, guys, I'm about to play the press conference of Christie sides, speaking to reporters immediately after this game. Roll the footage.
As well, and that's growing and understanding. Like, if you just give a team like that a little bit, they'll take advantage of you. And that's what we did. But defensively, we've just been much better since the break. And we gave up 80 points in 3 quarters. You don't give yourself a chance. And a lot of it, we just were watching a few clips. A lot of it was us. We weren't where we were supposed to be, just in like a 5-man shell. Like, we weren't at the nail. We weren't in 2-9. We weren't in help. We weren't in gaps. We let them get by us and with dribble penetration too much. Our goal is to contest every single shot. We didn't get out on our closeouts and contest. And they're a great shooting team.
We'll go Keem, then we'll go back to Christine. Coach, throughout your win streak, you've had that kind of consistent contribution from another player like Nalissa or Temi or Lexi. Just how important is it to get that fourth contributor either as a starter or off the bench?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. I think tonight we were playing okay, and then we got to that third quarter and got rattled, and I think we just tried to do it ourselves a lot instead of the way that we've been able to get out of those moments as of late when we've been able to stop people's runs, and we just let it snowball on us, and that's something that we've been better at, and that we've got to make sure that we clean up, because this is someone we could possibly play, and just gave us a taste of what it feels like so we just got to be ready for that, ready to stop those runs and not let just our emotions get the best of us.
Christine, then we'll go Matt.
Is, revving up the crowd and whatever, but is clearly, and she said it too, getting, there's that line, right? And you didn't want to cross it. What, do you say anything to her at that point? She came to the bench, obviously, for those last few minutes of the third quarter, and she then seemed to be fine as far as the fourth quarter emotionally, right? And just back in it. Is there a switch that you can kind of turn on and off, or how do you coach someone who is obviously, the crowd is loving it, right? Yeah. But clearly you also don't want to have her get another technical foul or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's, she's just so passionate and so, she's just a hell of her competitive spirit is like, it reminds me of Diana Taurasi. She's that. And so when she is upset or mad, like that's what we've been working on, trying to figure out how to get past those moments. I was worried she was going to pick up a T in that third quarter, and thank goodness that she didn't. But that's growth, and she's got to learn that in those moments, I need my point guard to have a cool head, get us in whatever we need to be in offensively, and then if it's not a foul call that you thought, you got to get back. You got to get back and transition and help our team get stops. So, we're working on those things. That's what a young team, that's what you do, is you try to figure out, talk about these moments, watch them in video, show them where, okay, this just can't happen because it caused this, and this. There's a reaction, to all of our actions, and we've got to make sure that we don't put ourselves in a worse spot with those kind of moments.
Go down the line, Matt, Chloe, James, then Jacob.
Yeah, in the third quarter, coming out of half, Minnesota was forcing a lot of turnovers on the pick and roll.
Yes.
Just collapsing in that high action. From your viewpoint on the sidelines, were you just actively wanting to change that? Was it maybe just realizing a little bit too late that you needed to change something? What was kind of the game plan there?
No, I think there were some times probably when we go back and watch, we probably needed to execute something that was a little longer. We are second or first in the league in points in the paint, or I think third or fourth, but we tied Minnesota, who isn't very good at points in the paint. I think they're maybe 11 or 12. And so we have to take advantage of where we have the advantage. And I think there were times where we needed to just come down, execute, get a paint touch, and then play out of that. And we were taking some early shots that didn't go our way, and then long shots end up being long rebounds, which is hard to get back in transition defense.
Chloe, then James.
Yeah, Caitlin talked about a play in the fourth quarter where you guys were down one, and then she tried to bounce the ball, I believe it was to Temi, and it was intercepted pretty easily, and how she thought that was a bad read. Just how do you try to coach her through that, and the kind of if she wants to take that shot herself?
Yeah, she came right to the bench and talked about it, that it was a bad pass, bad decision. We just have to make sure we take care of that basketball in those moments. We have to get a good shot, have some good execution, and give ourselves a chance. That I think that was even with 16 seconds on the shot clock. So, we didn't even use up any clock when we'd cut it to one. But she knows, and she will learn from it. She's been learning from those kind of things. And we just got to move forward and not make those same mistakes.
Last two, James and Jacob.
Christie, you talked about Fee before the game. In the third quarter in particular, what did you see from her that was making it so difficult to just contain some of the things she was doing?
Yeah, she went to the three, and we were she was trying to post us up, which was tough, and Lexi was in foul trouble a little bit.
That was Christie Sides. Speaking to reporters, man, get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on because I'm bringing the news. Until next time, dog, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, man. Peace out.
Shake the haters off.